On my way.
I have the very spell for you. I have the very spell for you.
Yes? Yes. Yes? Yes. I concur.
It is easy.
You asked for it.
I have the very spell for you.
Now hush, knave.
I really can do it.
Yes?
It is easy.
Yes? That may prove useful. Yes? Yes. On my way. I concur.
Indeed!
Yes?
If we cannot use it, we can sell it.
Yes, yes.
I can do that. My magic is with me.
Cannot reach that point.
Yes? I concur. Yes.
They trained me well.
Yes? Not very nice, but necessary. On my way. Yes? Has anyone had enough of life? Not very nice, but necessary. Yes? Yes? I concur. Yes? Yes?
Captain, I found the body of a man in the woods. He was killed with this arrow. It seems to be the Snoop from the city.
Ha! The woods folk violated the treaty and killed a human. Now I have a reason to show those toad-like creatures who is the boss around here. I will send such a punitive expedition people will talk about it all around Ingus, on my honor. And I think you should show this arrow to the governor. He likes such things, and it never hurts to be in the governor's good books, does it? I will tell him about you, but remember, young man, His Excellency likes to show visitors his collections and just loves it when they show sufficient admiration, both for him and for his baubles.
I found the Snoop's body. Was that what you meant when you warned me?
My dear young man, remember one thing. I never warn anyone. I only state facts.
Look, he was killed with this.
Well, humans are mortal, and sometimes they become mortal very suddenly.
I found the body of a man, and it looks like it was Snoop. Look how he was killed.
Oh dear. Woods folk shoot such arrows out of their tubes, and you can always tell whose arrow it was. Each tribe has its own colors and signs.
What woods folk? We never heard of them where I come from.
You live and learn, boy. I thought they were known throughout Ingus, but apparently that is not so. Briefly, they are tiny humans who live in the woods. I often see them, and I even know some of them. I will tell you more about them later if you wish. Just ask me.
I will not. Meanwhile, could you tell me about this arrow and which tribe it belongs to?
I cannot read the signs on arrows. That is the problem. Only the woods folk can help you there. But I will tell you who can help. Captain Tilvar has been looking for an excuse to subdue the woods folk for a long time now, and now you find a man killed by one of their arrows. The guards would definitely go for a punitive expedition. So it would be in the wood folks' best interest to find out which tribe is responsible.
You mean I should go to them and somehow make them talk to me? Is that possible?
Yes, it is. But you will have to risk your hide to do it, Sonny. You see, there are several woodsfolk clans with permanent feuds going on between them. For example, the White Clan recently kidnapped the keeper of the Green Clan, and now they hold him captive. You see, each clan has its own sacred flower, to them like banners are to our army. And keepers look after these flowers. So if you free the keeper of the Green Clan, he will give you the sacred flower to bring to the clan. After that, their chief will just have to talk to you.
Excellent. Tell me where I can find the keeper.
Listen carefully, Sonny. After you leave the city, go west across the lake. When you find the prison where the keeper is held, do not forget to switch off the trap first. The White Clan seer has an evergreen leaf. Take it and place it on the altar in front of the prison. I mean, the woods folk call it an altar, but it looks more like a rotten stump covered with mushrooms to me. And after you get the sacred flower, go to the Green Clan. The road there is not difficult. Go south from the city, and you will find it. Their chief is called Grey Leaf. I know him.
You wanted to tell me about the woods folk and asked me to remind you. Well, tell me.
Oh, yes. That's right. Woods folk are more or less children of nature, you know. They do not build houses, do not work the fields, and of course they have no towns at all. But they are far from stupid. It is just that their minds work differently from ours. And of course, because of that, humans do not understand them and either do not like them or are afraid of them. Look at our captain of the guards. He is so brave. He always promises to deal with those woods folk once and for all. Why do you think he does that? Because he is afraid, that is why. But one should not be afraid of them. On the contrary, we could learn from them. For example, can any human tame a unicorn? No! And woods folk do it all the time as if it were second nature to them. And they know the woods better than I do, even though I have been a hunter since I was a kid. Actually, they are not really interested in humans, but if someone angers them, his prospects will indeed be grim. Woods folk may be small, but they are hard to fight. They have a special weapon, a tube out of which they blow little poisoned arrows, just like the one which skewered the Snoop.
What harm can that funny little thing do? It will not even penetrate a leather breastplate, will it?
Even if it was a mithril one, there is a chink in every armor, and the woods folk will hit it all right, never fear. Then there are the tame unicorns. Those beasts are beautiful, but if they get angry, you will wish you had never seen that particular kind of beauty before. And there is one thing more. Woods folk know magic. So that is the kind of little fellows we have around here. If you get on the wrong side of them, expect trouble. But if you manage to make friends with them, value it. A friendship like that could be very useful.
Hello, young man. Your face looks familiar. Oh, yes, Tilvar told me about you. You seek the princess, I sincerely wish you the best of luck. I wanted very much to get better acquainted with her, but those rogue kidnappers got there first. But according to the captain, you did manage to find something else, did you not?
Yes, I have the murder weapon.
Murder?
The weapon which killed the Snoop from the capital. Here!
Eyes of a toad, it's beautiful! What an arrowhead! Wonderful workmanship.
I found the Snoop's body in the forest near the farm.
What body? Oh, that body. Tell Tilvar, let him deal with it. I employ him so I don't have to listen to horrible stories myself. But the arrow is really beautiful. Perhaps... Oh, no! How disappointing! I already have one like that in my collection.
Your collection is very famous.
And with good reason. I've collected a lot of very rare exhibits. I like young men who show proper respect to their elders. I'd be delighted to show you my exhibits. I have very rare specimens here. Here is a goblin sling, and this is an orc axe. Have you ever seen an orc, young man?
Who, me? No, of course not.
Thought so. Ah, the past, the past. I can see myself now. In the heat of battle, I kill one, then another, and lead my troops. Oh, but let us get back to our arrow. Toads, curses! Where is my case with the woodsfolk weapons? It was the gem of my collection! Robbery! Treason! Get Captain Tiva here immediately!
At your service, Your Excellency.
What is happening in my province? Girls kidnapped in the city, people murdered in the woods, and I robbed in my own home!
Mayhap if Madame Dira had not insisted that she put her magic traps where my men used to stand on guard outside your home, then...
I do not need your excuses! Everyone out! Out! And get those exhibits back!
If there was an arrow like that in the case, mayhap it was the one shot at the Snoop. Then I must find the thief.
I always say no magic can replace live guards. For example, I pay good money to my guards, and no one has managed to steal anything from me yet. But start talking about magic and your brains go on holiday. It is the governor's own fault that he trusted the magician Deer. Even an amateur like Baldy Fly managed to get past her traps.
What, Baldy?
What are you talking about?
You said that it was some Baldy who robbed the governor.
I said nothing of the kind. You do not use some unusual sort of mushrooms or grass by any chance, do you? No? Well, all right then. But when you start hearing things which have not been said, the next stage is seeing things which are not there.
A cunning fox, that Karen Soul. He let it slip in excitement, but then immediately backed off. He definitely knows something. But how can I make him talk? On the other hand, Sphere seems to dislike the merchant.
I do not speak ill of the dead, but it was all his own fault. He annoyed everyone around here. He meddled with other people's business. I would wager my yearly income that he was starved for his curiosity.
Actually, he was killed by the woods folk.
Stupid, eh? The forests are full of people, but it had to be the Snoop who got himself killed. So what do you think he did to annoy these woods folk? Or maybe he annoyed someone else too, eh?
My dear young man, I definitely do not like your interest in this case. Yes, Governor Valrazian and I are good friends, and yes, I did set up magic traps in his house. I am even ready to admit that they may have malfunctioned. But all this concerns only me and the governor. Forgive me, but this is none of your concern, even if your intellect were equal to your curiosity.
Karen's soul has me by the throat with both hands. All the locals hate him. Everyone is in debt to him. He buys our trophies for a trifle, then sells them for 3 times more. But woe betide he who tries to find another buyer. Karen's soul is in league with the local rough element. One wrong move and he sends his cutthroat friends to deal with you. And that, my friend, is a goodbye of a permanent nature.
Yes, I can see it is serious. But can you not think of a way to put some pressure on this vermin?
Let us make an honest agreement. You help me, and I will help you. And if you do something for me, I will tell you all I know about the merchant. All right?
What do you want me to do?
Quite simple. Soon, a fur buyer from the capital will come to this area. He offers good prices for skins. Nothing like our mean pirate here. But I cannot get to the meeting place where he collects the skins, because Karen Soul's ruffians will have their eyes on me. But if you could take my skins there, then we could have a nice chat about the merchant. The road to the meeting place is not difficult, but the problem is, it is located in Karen Soul's domain. So you can understand my wariness.
All right, agreed. I will get your skins there, but first of all, tell me how I find the place.
That is easy. When you reach Karen Soul's domain, go to the first valley to the south. There is an old tent there with a fire burning. Near that fire are a number of forks. Hang the skins on those forks and you are done. Just do not go wandering around there. There is a guard unit in that area. Times are troubled, so the guards will be inclined to shoot first and ask questions later.
Captain, will the governor offer a reward for his stolen case?
Mayhap he will, but you will not get it, young man. I would not like